Kypha was founded in late 2009 and became operational in the spring of 2010. From day one, the focus was really to develop tests that could be used to monitor and manage inflammatory and autoimmune diseases. These are oftentimes chronic conditions, but they create a lot of pain. Inflammation, right, is at the root of a lot of these diseases. Causes pain, debilitating joint and organ damage, and is oftentimes can even lead to life-threatening conditions. And so monitoring the patient, monitoring his or her disease and helping the physician make better informed decisions was the goal. So we developed tests that would enable that, most importantly measuring the inflammatory process very precisely, but very importantly, just as importantly, being low cost, being very rapid so that you could get the results now, and being very simple. So it ultimately resulted in a simple blood test that runs in 15 minutes and generates a very precise result about current inflammatory status. This empowers the patient and their healthcare professionals to monitor the disease progression, detect whether something is going wrong much earlier, and then get the patient the right treatment sooner. All the while potentially saving the healthcare industry billions of dollars along the way.
So you're actually inventing machines, little devices?
Yeah, so what it actually looks like is very similar to a pregnancy test. In this case, we have a small portable reader or device that will read that cassette and actually give you a number, right? But the test itself that the blood sample goes on to is very similar to a pregnancy test. And that technology platform, which of course in a pregnancy test, pee on a stick and get a yes or no. In this case, it actually, the drop of blood measures the markers that we're looking at in the blood very, very precisely, which is key to the technology serving its purpose in the real world. We developed it, built it, sent it, and had it manufactured, and then we have to get it approved by the FDA before we can start selling it into the clinical setting. And that's exactly where we are right now, is getting FDA clearance of the first two tests, and then really after that it'll be commercial focus, selling it, supporting it, and of course product line extension, adding other tests that are useful for the same patients and in the same clinical settings. Yeah, I think we would be a mature startup, but I think I don't know if there's a fine line for when you go from being a startup to whatever comes next, a company, right? But we are about 6 years old in terms of operations, and you know, I think you may consider companies in an R&D phase until they get to the point where they're actually selling something, and then they're in a commercial phase. But we've grown the company from 3 employees when we moved to St. Louis to about 10 now.